G'day guys, welcome to Thursday Night Supercars with the Gentlemen Sim Racing Club. We've decided to jump in last second with about 10 minutes left in practice to have a run with the boys tonight. And that's literally what we're going to do. So, fortunately the same track that we ran the other night with the RSRA team. So obviously the track's familiar, which is good.
72 kilometers per hour.
But yeah, a bit of last second, nothing else to do tonight, so let's jump in and have a run around.
No, radiator.
Car behind, take care, rejoin him.
Thank you.
Let's see how we go.
Yellow flag, watch out. Alright Mike, 10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left. That's 5 minutes of fuel left, B31. Sector 2's a second off the pace.
We're going to run a light car tonight. We don't have to do an in-lap like we do with the RSRA team, so take a little bit of fuel out of the car and see if that picks us up a couple of tenths.
Yeah, mate.
We estimate you've got
Yeah,
5 minutes
mate.
of fuel remaining. There's a car
Hey.
approaching, stay
Hey.
behind the white
Yeah,
line.
good.
I see you. I was on your stream. You're on the V8s.
Yeah.
I'm about to jump into race control.
Ooh. Yeah.
Behave yourself.
I'll come and do some practice with the Enduro after this.
Yeah, after this race.
I figure.
Andrew, how's the setup?
Hi.
How's the setup? Better?
Yeah, I like that better.
Okay, I've got to just take that turn one issue out. Make it comfortable.
Doing quality simulation now.
I think we're on the pace. Tonight's feel. Right, good luck, Michael.
Thanks, mate.
Andrew, I'll see you tomorrow night or later on.
Buddy.
Okay.
You got the clear pass to have a run on the weekend, did you?
Yeah, I just walked out and said I've been invited.
Yellow flag. V31. That's your quickest lap in this session. You're now 5.0 seconds off the pace. Okay, Mike. Very little fuel left. Hit this lap. In this lap. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 3.
Picking up a higher caravan on Saturday. Going away from
Where are you going to go? Or if you could go.
Down Gippsland Lakes and that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
me. Yeah, we're fine. We're already fine.
Five minutes remaining. 5 minutes left.
Three-tenths off.
You've got half your fuel left.
Are you doing V8s, are you?
Yeah.
You're a 10th off the pace in sector 2.
What I never see today, mate.
You're back there. Resistance, little roller.
Yeah. We did the race the other night, so I don't need to do any practice. I just sort of rock up and have a run.
Yeah.
Yellow flag. Caution. P2. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Your last lap time was at 128.14. Two litres remaining. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Box, 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 box. Black flag. We'll need to come into the pits to serve the penalty. The leader's just done a 134.23.
That was just come through pit lane at 200k an hour.
Nice.
I was like,
Mainly in the gents.
I was like, what's that sound? And I looked in my mirror and there's literally a car. It's like they've come off the main straight and just gone through pits and just gone as fast as they could the whole way through.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Oh. Right, what's the race format? I should probably look how far the bloody race is and everything. 45 minutes.
Well, quality didn't go too well. I'm still third.
Nice.
Foot soft.
Welcome back to the sim.
Oh, mate, from doing nothing to 3 nights in a row.
I know.
I can't feel my arse
It's inspiring.
Track temperature's rising. It's now 22 Celsius.
Oh, gosh. I actually really enjoyed the race on Monday, although we both got ass fucked. But
That was the GT3s.
yeah, I really enjoyed it because we got smashed a couple of first laps and then just drove back through. So
Yeah, nice.
it was kind of fun, but not.
Well, anytime you can put on a bit of a passing show and feel like you're Lewis Hamilton, it's pretty good.
That's right.
Actually, no, fuck Lewis. Anytime you feel like you're
Yeah.
Max Verstappen.
Marks Verstappen.
Marks.
Checkered flags out. P2.
Right, what do we got here? So we got 4 laps of quali. So I might do an outlap and a flyer, and an outlap and a flyer. I think.
That's the end of the session. P2.
Sounds good to me.
Well, good up, boys.
G'day, mate.
Who's
How are
that?
we?
It's Dave.
Oh, Mr. Dave.
Mr.
Tag
Dave's
team.
back.
Tag team, mate. You're in, I'm
Fifth
out.
exit's clear. Okay, Mike. We've got 4 laps to set a decent time.
Wrong
I
car.
already set my car. It's been sitting here for the last half an hour on.
Oh, the fans on the radio, mate.
Doing jacks, Michael?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I said to Baz in race control, so I said I'll do the gents race and then I'll jump straight into the enduro server after that and have a run.
Yeah.
I got no other plans tonight.
I was doing lunch here before.
Well, Yanni got on last night, but then he did a few laps, so I'm not sure if he's in or out yet.
Oh, he said he's going to jump on later and do something.
No, as in later tonight or as in on Saturday?
Yeah, later tonight.
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
Yeah, I might have to do the afternoon session, I reckon.
That's all right. Yeah, if you can't make the start, it's fine. I've got it covered.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a few of the boys on though that
Yeah.
one can spot my car as well.
Yep.
You guys.
You sort of cut out there.
So some of these boys are a little bit dodgy trying to pass.
Has to be expected.
Oh. Okay. Got kicked out of the channel. Oh
Mind these
Incoming
track
packet
limits,
loss.
please, Mike.
Uh-oh.
it's not good.
What happened?
I had
All
an
clear.
incoming packet
Push
loss.
now.
No.
P4.
Go back in. That's in race control if he's still in.
Alright, it's going to beat you guys for 2 seconds while I put my quali lap in.
No. I'm going to talk all the way
I
through.
won't be able to hear you.
Very rude of him, wasn't it? How'd you end up, Andrew? P4?
Sorry, mate. Hey?
P4, eh?
Oh, it was 3. Someone must have beat me.
Oh, 3, yeah. Oh no, there's a car at the very top that's got a negative. Oh no, SDK is all fucked up there.
Hang on 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The guy ahead has just done a 129.03 P8. P5. That's your best lap in the session.
Well, completely stuffed up qualifying, so P5. You guys still there?
I'm in.
Sorry, I muted myself because my daughter was talking.
That's all right.
Yeah. So was mine.
That
Oh, there you go.
was a shit quali.
What'd you do?
Second flying lap, I went off on turn 1, and then on the second run, I locked up going into your favourite corner down the hill, whatever it's called, MG.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
Okay. I've just come back in and had incoming packet loss again.
Some people off the fucking internet.
Nobody on the internet.
Oh, that's even more strange.
Oh, I need to put brake tape in. I've got no idea what fuel usage we've got.
I hope I don't have this issue on Saturday.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal.
No. I never have this issue though. It's fucked. Hundred down, 40 up. I shouldn't really be having an issue.
Oh, P6 in this field is not great, David.
Jesus.
1.1 seconds slower than my quali yesterday.
Wow.
Wow. What's the track like, though?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. I just stuffed it up. Why is qualifying 15 minutes for only 4 laps? Still got 5 minutes of time remaining for qualifying to finish.
I don't know.
Is that ins and outs?
Don't know. It's a very long qualifying session for 4 laps. Ah, that was great.
Again.
Well, guys, for the live stream, this is thrilling viewing.
Yeah.
Just sitting here.
Who just disappeared then?
What's that?
Who just went off Discord? Baz.
Ah, yeah, he's probably in race control.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I can't remember if I told you guys, but we've been playing Call of Duty with Arj Barker.
Oh, yeah, you have. Yep.
One of my mates jumped on today to have a game with us, and Arj was in the session. And we're like, half an hour in, I get this text saying, "Is that Arj Barker?" And I just wrote back, he's like, "Yeah." And we ended up winning the game, and it was Arj's first ever win.
Oh, really?
And so my mate gets on the text after, he goes, "I'm going to brag about this all day." Just took Arj Barker to his first ever win of Warzone. It's pretty funny. Oh, who have I got in front of me? Greg Sellen, Dumbrell, Serrano, Carmichael, and Koval.
Oh, what Michael?
Yeah. I had a good race with him a couple of weeks or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was that I got on.
Rob race is fair.
I did I did a 28-1 in the practice in my 4 laps, which would have put me 2 tenths clear on pole. Just absolutely stuffed it.
Yeah, but with the gents, their practice and everything, temps and times, starting times are so different.
That was does it change from session to session, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think you'll probably find too that they've got Sun 2 times as well, so Sun's moving twice as fast.
Yeah, it was the very last lap of practice because I only got one lap in before the session ended.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just completely stuffed it in quali. Anyway. Shit happens. Have a bit of a fun trying to get through these guys. Got John Barrett next to me.
You might fall asleep, mate.
Yeah, I know. Surely we could have ended this session. I've been literally sitting here watching the scenic cameras for 6 minutes now. Still 48 seconds to go. It's actually a pretty long race for the gents, 45 minutes.
It's normal.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's been a while, Michael.
Yeah. So it's one stopper with the gents, though, isn't it?
Yeah. 65% fuel, so you can have 72 litres.
Yep. Stop. The crowd are in the grandstands waiting with anticipation for the race to start. At the moment, they're like, why is there no action on track? And we're going, don't know.
Belgium.
Yeah. Except it's blue skies. David Johnson just wrote in chat, guess it's only for the penguins
That's
on the
the end
track.
of the session. 6th place.
Or the what are the geese? The geese that are always on the track.
So geese, is he?
That's a close one, fellas.
Yeah, always at Phillip Island.
Yeah.
What are they? The Cape Barren geese.
Oh, yeah, it is too, yeah.
Grey one?
Oh, yeah.
So about Phillip Island doesn't even have grandstands.
There's one on the main straight. On the right-hand side, they've got grandstands. So there we go, boys.
B6. The air temp is 18 Celsius. Okay, Mike, be ready. Green, green, green.
My data.
On your right, right side's clear. Left side. He's still there. Clear left, car left. Clear left, car left. Clear left. Start's okay. We're still in this.
Sorry, I thought you were going wide from you. Sorry, Corey, I thought you were going wide there, mate. Sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying there. I was talking over top of you as well.
That scared the shit out of me, by the way, Dave. I just started my first lap and I was like, oh god, what happened? What did I miss?
Oh, he's going full wide at the hairpin. He's obviously seen me coming, so I've gone up underneath me. He's turned straight down on top of me. I don't know what he said, but probably blowing up at me.
P5.
Are you racing the Supercars too, Andy?
No, I'm just on train pace.
Sorry.
Alright Mike, don't let this guy distract you. The guy in front has just done a 128.84 P5. Fastest lap for Merit, 128.72. That last lap was a 128.88. We predict your refuel window will open after 17 minutes and closes at about 31 minutes. Come on, nail this fucker.
Oh, watch out guys, watch out, watch out, watch out. Good. Sorry man.
Funded.
Place control, I'm just going to reverse that. Thanks, mate. Copy that.
That lap was at 29.76. Okay, Mike, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake. Right, the guy ahead of us is Carmichael. This bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
If you have place control, we have to get turn 2 this lap, please. Copy. Thanks, Barry.
That lap was at 129.63. Okay, Mike, your lap times are pretty consistent.
We did it better that way. That time, Corey.
Okay, mate, watch for a mistake.
You don't want to talk to that.
Car 611, drive-through penalty for contact on 202. Lap 8. You know he braked like 500 metres way before the braking marker.
Your lap time was at 129.76. That's enough dicking about. Come on, send it.
Copy 611.
Okay, Mike, you've got half your fuel left. That lap was at 129.70. The gap to Carmichael ahead is now 0.9.
How you going, Michael?
Yeah, I'm sitting in fifth, but I can't really do anything about it. We're all doing the same pace.
Yeah.
No one's made a mistake. It's actually quite a hard track to pass around.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to jump in early here and try and do a bit of an undercut. Hopefully nobody else copies me.
Yeah. Let me. What do I need? PRS. Let me tell you the critical lap number.
Nah, it's all good now.
Oh, your window open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'd go in early on them.
Watch your speed. The pit lane speed
I won't
limit
even see
is
it coming.
72 kilometers per hour.
Don't even have to worry about one in, one out.
Nope.
Just waiting for Perry to say it. He'll do it.
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line. P18. There's an incident in turn 4. It looks like it's Anderson. Yellow flag. Caution.
Oh, that's the only difference though. I'm stuck behind guys. 10 seconds off the pace.
Car right.
Get out of the way.
Couldn't find a gap.
Still there. Clear right.
Push 911 G23.
B17. There's an incident in turn 4. It looks like Murphy. Car right. Clear right. The leader is pitting now. Well done, Mike. Great move. Keep it up. Carmichael is now leading. B13. We're quickest at the moment. Alright Mike, we're halfway through. We think the fuel's going to be tight. You might need to save some. On your left. Clear left. The gap behind has now decreased to 0.27. Good pass. Now keep pushing. This is fucking great, mate. Keep it coming. 7th position. Your lap time was 1:29.50.
I reckon we're going to go and lock it tomorrow. Yeah.
Hold your nerve. Make them do the work. We like this. Keep doing it. P5.
Cheers, Adam.
That's 20 minutes to go. The leader, Carmichael, is pitting.
Thanks.
Car right. Right side's clear.
boys. Right up.
Well done, Mike. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P3, you've just done a 1:29.46. On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right, clear right. Car right, right side's clear. The gap in front has increased to 3.0.
I'm inside.
Carmichael is getting closer. The gap's now 0.29. Clear left. Car left. He's still there. Left side. Clear left. Bad luck, Mike. Come on, don't let him get away. Car left. He's still there. Still there. Clear left. We're looking all right here. Keep your concentration nice and smooth. That was 130.76.
Great.
Minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Okay, Mike, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. The next car is Carmichael.
Thanks, James.
You alright, mate?
That was 130.02. Car right. Clear right. Car left. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. You've just done a car right incident in the loop. You think it might be Rice on your right. Clear right. You're a second off the pace in sector 3. Car left. Clear left. The gap to Carmichael in front is now 4.4 seconds. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 1.6 seconds. P4. Clear right. Okay, Mike, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. You've just done a 129.78. Car right. Clear right. We think P5 has binned it. Turn 4. On your left. Clear left. Incident in. Turn 10. The gap behind's increased to 1.0. All right, Mike, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Thanks, Connor.
No worries. Right, control, you want to check out that between 717 and 611?
That lap time was 1:30.00. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Go inside up here, boys.
Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you.
I'll stay right, boy. I'll
Just
stay
2
right.
minutes left.
Stay
2
left.
minutes to go. Okay, Mike. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Left side. Still there.
Cheers, brother.
Still there. He's still there. Clear left. Car right. Right side's clear. Car left. Still there. He's still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. That lap time was 1:30.31. There's an incident in turn 6. We think it might be Francis.
Alright.
Looks like P2's gone off in turn 1.
Is that really necessary, Adam?
P5. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
Great race, Lachlan.
Awesome race, Andre.
I like the over and under on the mate. Jump in race control, guys. That is one of the best races we have ever seen. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you watch the replay, guys. That is amazing racing. All through the field, guys. Fantastic. Jump in Discord, guys. Great to interview you guys. Fantastic racing. Good race, Sebastian.
Yeah, well done, guys. I enjoyed that race. Good race, Curtis.
Yeah, Kai, that was awesome, man.
$41, is that
So
right?
Matty, I don't know. Yes, Zach, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's right, Zach. Yep.
Matty Dench made up 5 places to get up into 4th. Michael Dumbrell lost out a little bit. He ended up in 6th, so he lost 4. Paul Wood up 8 places into 7. Brilliant racing. So Greg Salon from Teo Serrano, Rob Carmichael, Matty Dench, Michael Angus, see your top 5. Michael Dumbrell 6, Paul Wood 7, Andre Youssef 8, John Merritt 9, Harrison Colville 10, Brody Sentence 11, Sebastian Spicer 12, Lachlan Murphy 13, leading the dev split, boys and girls. Chris Stark in 14th place. Brett Andrews 15, Kai Ardley 2nd in dev split, but 16 overall. Williams dev split 17. Mark Howard 18. James Catchpole, one of our up and comers, 19. And big celebrations in the pit lane.
I stand corrected, 13:31, not 13:41. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Chris Stark, James Borber, Michael Angus, and Rob Carmichael are all here as we catch our breath. Over the page we go. Chris Anderson, Riley Windsor, Dylan Jones, Bly Ashland, Aidan Rice, Adam Coughlin, Simon Francis, Braden McKay, Brendan Van Ryn, Frank Hodak, then Dave May, Connor Brown, James Boardman. 32 cars home, 30 of them on either, 31 of them either on the lead lap or just one lap down. And of course, Boardman was 3 laps down in the end there. Johnson, Thomas, and of course, Jed Timms were the non-finishers. Hammond and Reinhardt, the non-starters.
Riley Windsor will have been pleased to finish on the lead lap, the last to do so.
Extraordinary stuff. So we've got everyone here for a chat.
There.
We've got a little bit of royalty in the booth as well, and he wasn't on the track, so we'll have a chat to Parry Anastakis real shortly too. Curtis Williams is going to join us too. Let's start where we need to start, and that's going to be at the top end of town with Michael Angus and Rob Carmichael. Rob, that looked like a hell of a lot of fun from where we were sitting. I can only imagine how much fun you had in the cockpit.
Yeah, it was good fun, mate. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it was a really good race, clean race. Thought a few people might have got up to a little bit of mischief around here, but no, it was really clean and good racing. From my end of town, I made a little mistake early on and let Dumbrell through, but I sort of just tried to tag on the back of him, but then he got caught up with Michael Angus, and that was after the pit stop, so I just slid on through there, and yeah, with the fresher tyres, sort of tried to catch the front too, but I was just sitting behind. I actually underfueled in the pit stop, trying to close the gap, because obviously they're flying through it 250 k's and I'm going dead. So tried to underfuel, finished with like less than half a lap left of fuel at the end, so made it just perfectly. But yeah, happy with P3, and obviously Greg got another win, so the championship lead is down a little bit, but I think it's still at about 100-ish. I had 0.
And drop rounds come in after tonight.
Oh, interesting. I had another 0x race, so hopefully it doesn't beat me, doesn't bite me too hard.
Now, just giving everybody the heads up, we've got a cast of thousands in here. We literally have half the field in here at the moment wanting to have a chat, plus race control and commentary. So, but I've only got 40 minutes, guys. I've got to be out of here by somewhere between 10:15, because Adam Lavis has a very early alarm, one that I don't envy him for. So let's go to Teo Sorono right now. Isn't it funny? As soon as I say that, someone's let themselves out. Let me go to Teo Sorono on that note right now, mate. Unbelievable effort from you. I mean, that deserves a round of applause from all concerned, because that was, I said it on the commentary, that's the night where you emerge as a hot shot and a key contender that we need to keep an eye on within this club. You pushed one of the heavyweights of this game, and I mean that in the truest sense, all the way. Shut up, Grant.
I'm out.
Yeah, you're gone. No, say it's all right. But you pushed one of the heavyweights of this game, and I mean game in the truest sense in terms
Turn
of
4.
we're
Looks
talking
like it's
as
Carmichael.
though it's a big
2
time
litres left. We're running on fumes, mate.
In Greg
Hit this
Salon,
lap.
right
this
to the
lap.
very end. Had it not been for a pinch
There's an
break
incident in.
at Honda Corner, it might have been your night to shine, mate. But an awesome performance from you. Talk us through that.
Yeah, it's just, of all the corners to make a mistake, it was the one that I was actually quicker than him in, so that was bite me in the ass. But yeah, I knew we were faster in the second stint, because we've done a few officials and it's been the same cat and mouse game. But yeah, I just cracked under the pressure and just locked a front and yeah.
And I mean, you got the jump in the pit stop. We were actually asking the question, did you short fuel? How much fuel did you have in the tank at the end there?
I had a half lap.
Oh, well, there you go. See, there's someone that did his maths, did his numbers before we got going tonight. Well done to you, because that was superb, mate. Coming back to you soon. Let me get around the room as quickly as I can here. Matty Dench has dropped by, 4th in all of that, mate, and a good fight with Michael Angus right to the very end.
Yeah, it was a pretty good night at the office. I did give him a little bit of a touch-up with turn 4 there into the hairpin. Just misjudged that braking point just a little bit, but the last lap was another good battle.
It certainly was, and another top 5 result for you in a week that has served you well. You're actually, it doesn't matter what you're jumping behind the wheel of, be it the GT3, be it the Porsche, be it the Supercar, you're having a good season.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think jumping between cars definitely helps. with your overall performance on everything too. So it's really good.
It's funny that you say that because some people would struggle jumping car to car, night to night, but you seem to have got on top of that, and you've got that versatility in your wheelhouse, for lack of better words, mate, and it's serving you well.
Yeah, well, driving the Porsche and the V8's definitely improved my driving style, made me drive a lot more smooth with all of the inputs, and that carries over to the GT3 cars quite nicely.
Indeed. I've got Paul Nichols on mute at the moment, but I've got Grant Gill still here, so we'll get to him very shortly. Matt, I'll come back to you. Michael Angus, your account of all of that, please, mate, because at one point it could have been third, at one point it could have been fourth, in the end it's fifth.
Yeah, it's all on me, unfortunately. I had an absolutely shocking qualifying, just couldn't put it together. So I was on the back foot from the start. I think we started 6 and picked up a couple early, but tried the undercut, which meant by the time I got to the last sort of 4 or 5 laps, I was driving on tyres that were hating life. So we were just trying to hold on to the very end there. I think we had the pace, I'm not sure if we had quickest lap or close to, but I just, just playing catch up the whole race. And it's actually quite a difficult track to pass on. So if nobody makes a mistake in front of you, you sort of just sit there and follow. So a couple of good battles, Michael Dumbrell, and then obviously Matty Dench at the end there was good fun. I knew with Rob pitting well after us, he'd pick us up pretty quickly with fresh tyres. So I think all along we were sitting there saying, 4th, 5th, 6th, it's going to be somewhere around there. So we just had to have a crack.
I was going to say, out of all the 15 in the room here, if I don't get to one of you, I apologise, guys. Again, we're short for time tonight. Let me bounce across Michael. Actually, Michael, I was a little bit surprised when I saw you rock up, mate, because I thought you'd be on the keyboard, on the phone, looking after the Paralympics in Tokyo. If I get time, I'm coming back to you for a quick comment on that. But nice to have you in the server all the same. No doubt multitasking right now. Paul Wood, to you. Didn't you get lucky at the end there too for the price of one at Honda Corner, and you walk away with what is lucky number 7 for you tonight?
Yes, it was. I saw we were when Andre and I were fighting, we were slowly pulling John in there, and when I tried to move, heated the tyres a little bit, so I thought I'll just back off here and actually let him get on the back of Merritt, and I sort of saw it happening, and I thought this can't be happening, this can't be true, and yeah, they drifted a little bit wide, left the door open, and I thought, all right, let's go. So got in there and just put my foot down after that and hoped I held on.
You don't get too many second goes at that, do you, Paul? No. You're in a good spot to capitalise on that, and that's always your ethos, is be ready to do it. Brilliant drive. So many things that went on tonight. I've not got a single question for anyone. It's just a mess of Zach screaming all night that my recollection will have to be fixed up with a replay. But I'd probably like to go to Chris Stark, winner of the Dev Split. Starky, good night out.
Well, it was awesome. A 0x race. I can't believe it. The racing tonight was so respectful. And Lachlan Murphy, dead set. He's the Todd Kelly of this game. He is so hard to pass. I got him at the end of my first stint. His tyres must have been shot because he was all over the place. So I thought I'll run longer. For a while there, I was sort of on my own. There was a lead group and there was a group behind me. So I thought I'll run as long as I can. I didn't have to pit. Frankie Hodak nearly took me out. That was close. He called it. He was like, look out, look out, look out, look out. And he took out quite a few cars behind me.
Frank had a couple of moments. Yeah, he'd gone wide over Lukey Hyatt.
Yeah, so
had no control whatsoever.
That sort of put me in no man's land. So I went in the toes. I could just do my laps. And then when I went in, I thought, I'm going to change my tyres. And I came out with really good tyres. And I caught Sebastian and Lachlan again. And dead set. He is so hard to pass.
Yeah, he's a good operator.
And I didn't want to bump him, and I didn't want to bump Seb. I just wanted to have a good race, 0x. I could have thrown it down at Honda a couple of times. I almost got him down at turn 1, but again, I didn't want to risk just throwing the car away for nothing. I didn't even realise I was first in Dev Split. I was so engrossed in that battle at the end.
And how much was the authority of Parianastakis as race control made you second think about throwing it away?
I didn't even hear him. I was so concentrating on the race, I didn't hear a lot. One of the boys said to me, "Oh, where are you?" I think Rob asked me where I was, and I had no idea where I was at that time. I said to him, "Summon your Honda."
Look, the race, when you watch it back, you'll just go, that is, the top caliber of racing that you'll see in any any league, any real world or otherwise. It was non-stop
E-Series
back to
would
back.
be if some of the guys from E-Series watched this race, maybe not that, but the racing up the front was just incredible. So,
But well done,
yeah.
Chris Stark. Yeah, Dev split win. That's brilliant.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Starkey. Nicely done there. And of course, just on that, Grant Gill was talking about his recollection of the race. I've already started on
Cheers.
the Strepsils, Grant, and I apologise if you boys are on the panel first thing tomorrow morning, because after being in here with me for that 45 minutes, I'm sure you'll have a headache tomorrow morning. But
Probably not the most exciting thing watching me eat an ice cream, but
because that was just top shelf stuff.
It was every minute.
Unbelievable. Right, let's throw the conversation around the room here. Riley Windsor, you took us on a hot lap at the start of the night. It was a busy night at the office for you. Just talk us through it from your perspective, mate. You walked away with 21st in the end.
Yeah, well, I didn't qualify as.
not sure if
well as
anyone's
I
there, but am I the only one that
hoped.
eats the
I
ice
made
cream
a
by
lot
eating the
worse
chocolate
with
off first and then going for the
lap
ice cream?
one. And obviously, what's on screen now, I lost about 10 seconds from that, which pretty much put a nail in the coffin for my race. From there on, it was
Until
just
you spill it and
after
it
lap,
melts.
trying to bring it to the end on some shot tyres. Yeah, but it was pretty good. It was really good racing with a couple of people, and yeah, very clean from a lot of people. Some others weren't as patient, but yeah, really well. And also, it really helped to have my Legacy Sim Sports teammate, Mark Howard, in there. It just helps to take a little bit of your mind off the racing and try and get in the groove, and you can talk shit or talk, smack and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's good fun.
And
all right,
did you-
mate. It's quarter to 10.
Did you sort out your right tyre scrubbing?
I used a completely different setup.
And did it help?
No.
No. And it's always I've learnt never to change setup anywhere near quali or anything like that. But we mucked you up with quali as well. We had you hang around and do that hot lap, which is greatly appreciated. So we do appreciate your efforts in
it's a bit
telling
of fun.
people at home what to do. Yeah, no, good, well done.
Yep, no, you do a
Thank you.
nice job of that, mate. You're welcome back any week to do that. Twin Ring and Teggy next week. Now, Adam Lavis, is that going to be the East Circuit or the Grand Prix circuit, please?
Let's talk to Paul. It's going to be tight because the East Circuit's only got a 40 grid capacity. So it's on the bubble. It depends if more people turn up, want to turn up. So I have to make a decision. It may be the full circuit.
Yeah, it says East at the moment in the schedule.
Can I just say, having commentated a race on the East commentated a race on the East Circuit, Jesus, a couple of weeks ago, well worth the price of admission, and you can throw the lights up as well. It was good fun. You
I think
can race
with
in the
the
dark.
amount of people that we get turning up to each week to the supercars, I think we're going to have to run the full circuit. The series has been fantastic. And I think after the nice effort from all the drivers, I think we'll talk about it during the committee meeting. But I think my personal feeling would be let's have a max grid.
It was one of those
racing
races
as
that is
well.
really going to bring a few people back to the series, I think, Grant.
Yeah. It's, look, I told you yesterday I'd hung up the boots in the with the keys on the hook on the wall for the V8s, and I couldn't have had more fun than I had in commentary tonight. If I was out there, I would have been spinning off at Southern Loop. And
Sorry, just saw your message.
So, I'll leave the keys on the hook. If the Crims want to come by and pick them up, they can take the car with them. But
Address again?
Yeah, not saying that. Why do you think I am stupid?
Greg Salon, best race I have had in a long time was his comment on the server tonight.
Yep,
Is he a bit of a shy bloke, Paul?
Well, I did ask him to jump in the Discord, but that's okay. Greg, great job, man. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch it back, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Can I wait to see how this all balances out as far as the countback is concerned with the championship? Let's get to a couple of the guys we haven't got to yet, and I appreciate them sticking around. Kai Ardley, James Boardman, Curtis Williams here as far as the drivers are concerned. Then we'll get Parry Anastakis' take on it from race control as well. Sorry, Adam?
This move.
Oh, yeah, I know. This was just top shelf stuff.
And
around the outside, and he set the precedent for it as well. We won't replay the commentary at this point in time because it'll blow your eardrums off.
I was going to say, we won't tell him how the race ends because we don't want to ruin it for him.
No, exactly. Mate, and Teo, to be able to go side by side with a bloke of Greg's caliber as well, the way that you guys did, and to do it so cleanly, you must take a lot of confidence out of that, mate.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I was so careful tonight. I didn't have crew chief, so I couldn't actually hear anything. So I was really a bit blind. But yeah, I think if anything, it probably made it better. It might actually be something I do from now on.
Might be something in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Right, let's go to James Boardman. Not the best night at the office, mate, but at least you soldiered on and got to the checkered flag.
I've just got one word of advice for everyone. Don't try and overclock your video card because it'll kick you out of the race.
No. Oh, no.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh,
yep.
really?
I went back to the lobby, had to log back in, and that's it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep, that'll do it every day of the week. Unfortunate, mate. Must be frustrating because Phillip Highland throws up great racing, and it's a track that most of us love.
I think it's always a favourite, and I think one of the guys.
How are you, mate? How did you find the channel? Don't recognise your name. Is
really
it?
Just got to be patient.
Ably?
Wait for somebody to make a mistake in front of you. Otherwise, you're putting yourself on the dirty line. There's really a very big chance you're going to be off.
Yeah,
Indeed it is.
100.
And
Right, and you know there's going to be errors, small errors, big errors, but there's going to be errors. So you'll lock up into MG down here. Someone will go a little bit wide in the southern loop, over Lukey Heights and into that area. It's just Honda is here. MG's after Lukey Heights, and know, all of them, and even the run onto the first straight, the big last corner. People can get a little bit loose or a little bit wide there. It's going to be errors, so very good philosophy.
Well, I'm pretty much just in it for the replay because I really want to see if I actually took a whole bunch of cars out when my computer froze.
Well, and this is the thing. This is the thing, isn't it, Grant and Paul? We've talked about the mechanical issues of the sim world being the tech problems, and there's another one to add to the list.
Absolutely. Oh, look, it happens. I mean, we've all had computer failures before, or wheel turns off for no reason, or your pedals don't work, or and that's like in the real world as well. So, hence the poll. No fast repairs. Anyway.
Well, yeah, we're coming to that.
It's rarely
no spoilers, please.
Rarely for no reason. I remember it might have been Chris Stark was leaning forward to move a fan or something like that and bump an on-off button on something. And the wheels or the pedals just switched off.
Yeah. That was you just went boop and gone.
Gone.
Now, from James Boardman up to Curtis Williams, talk us through your night, please.
Good evening, gents and Zach.
What stitched me up with that earlier, and now Curtis Williams as well. I don't know what sort of vibe I'm giving off here, but I thought I was a nice bloke.
There might have been something. There might have been something said in your absence.
Good evening, Zach and ladies.
Oh, geez.
So,
thanks for coming in, Curtis. Who are we going to now?
It's actually really good to see. I think the turnout in race commentary after is a reflection of the great race that everyone's had, and to hear Paul come on at the end and just say, "Oh, that was one of the best races." I think everyone had their little groups and little battles going on that just made that race for them. Whether you're at the front or the middle or towards the back, and total kudos to everyone for giving a lot of racing room and respect, and I had a blast, and congrats obviously the winners and Starkey coming first, then Kai pitted about probably four laps later than I did. Of course, he had fresher tyres, hunted me down and overtook me for second place, so congrats to him. A bit disappointed that the Holden finished behind two forwards, but them's the breaks.
You're right. You're right, Curtis, about everyone having a battle. We needed the beggar wall up tonight.
We did not know where to look
the whole way through the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did not know where to look. It was phenomenal. We loved every second of it. All right, Curtis.
Do you want to answer that social post?
We're getting to that in just a moment. Curtis Williams, you can come back next week for an encore of your attempted comedy performance. Parry Anastagas and Kai Ardley first. Kai Ardley, 16th in all of that. Interesting night, but at least you moved forward in that race, mate. From 30th on the grid up to 16th. Happy?
Yeah, pretty happy with that. I mean, I haven't actually done supercars around here for probably nearing a year, so to do a couple of laps in qualifying and then just last in the race, it was absolutely awesome. Had a great battle on lap 4 with my teammate Simon side by side, I think, for the entire lap, and then at the end of the race, Curtis put the pressure on me and just kept it ahead of him.
Excellent stuff, mate. Back to you in a moment. Parry Anastakis, welcome into you. Our old mate Nick Goring's got an initiation coming up tomorrow night with IndyCar from the Red Bull Ring, but what about that for a race from race control standpoint? What'd you make of it, please?
I had the best seat in the house.
You
It was a fantastic race. And just watching all the battles, I like to follow all the cars that are close in proximity. And I watched all the battles. It was just amazing. People were getting their elbows out, but there was respect. People were making mistakes, but they were redressing. So my job was quite easy tonight. So it was good. It was great driving. One of the best talented races I've ever seen.
I was going to
Fantastic.
say, you must love it when your job's easy and to the point where you're out of the race control, out of the steward's room, in here with us almost immediately after the race. Unlike last night, I think the boys are still going through the tape from the Porsche race.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Johnny Simpson will be beaming, won't he? Oh, geez, how'd I get that?
He'll be asking.
I don't think John was even on the grid tonight. He's still going through the tape from last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to apologise to all the drivers. I did turn up a little bit late. I had some technical issues. I didn't announce I was there, but hopefully the messages got through. But they were reporting them through.
Absolutely. Yep.
I do encourage everybody. Even a lot of people don't report incidents. Just report them. Let's have a look at them. There's coaching opportunities there. There's nothing wrong about making a race control call. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
And were you in there on your own, Parry, or did you have someone in with you?
Funny story. I wasn't supposed to be race control today. I saw Paul in there earlier for the earlier race. I thought, I'll go join Paul, give him a hand. And no one else turned up. I was okay. I'm race control.
Yeah, because
I thought Angus was going to turn up. I don't know what happened to Angus, but I thought Angus was going to jump in there as well. But anyway, all good.
Poor old John last
good.
night with the Porsches at Long Beach. There was quite a big incident. The track was blocked for a little while, but he was about 6 incidents prior to that. Wasn't live at the time, and nothing he could do with a single bloke. And there's about 1,000 calls made. He might disagree with you about just make a call, but going forward, where the club's doing a great job with race control and with people of your calibre in there. I think that's why everyone was well behaved, because they knew you were there and knew they had to behave.
And I think it's important to note as well, Parry, just as you chime in there, because I think some of the boys that put a call through last night, they're actually still on hold waiting for the call to be answered. But that's another story.
But their call is important to us.
Exactly right.
Important to us.
Please hang in there, folks. We'll get to you.
We'll put you through to a call centre.
Yeah.
Exactly. Coming soon, the Gentleman Sim Racing Club call centre. Geez, that'd be that would be.
We might outsource it.
And podcast.
Parry, go for it.
A podcast.
Just quickly, any feedback from the drivers? I like to keep comms to a minimum. I only speak race control only when I issue a penalty. If it's a racing incident or no penalty, I will type it as a message. Hopefully that's working. I really don't want to distract the drivers when they're focusing and when the battles are so strong. So
yeah, agreed, mate.
All right.
Yeah, and I think if that can be a consistent thing, Paul, across the club.
Yeah, agreed.
I know I don't look at those very often, but it is good to know if you hear something, yes, there's a result, and if you don't hear anything, then steady as she goes. So yeah, great work, Parry.
All right, just jumping in now full time. The Roosters over the Raiders by the tune of 40 points to 12. Paralympics. Michael Angus, you would have been loving sinking your teeth into the last couple of weeks of action. The Aussies have really done well.
Yeah, some absolutely crazy good performances from the team. So I think there's probably still a few. I haven't actually seen the result yet, but Vanessa Lowe was up in the long jump, which would have been a really sneaky chance at a gold tonight, representing Australia for the first time. She actually comes from Germany, but married an Aussie, and is now wearing the green and gold. So I think she's a 2 or 3 time Paralympic and world champion. So hopefully she goes well. And the likes of Maddie Di Rosario and Jared Clifford, close enough to good enough. But, with the schedule with the 15, the 5 and the marathon, I think his legs are feeling a little heavy, but no, mate, overall the team are doing an absolutely crazy job. And as you said earlier, I wasn't going to jump on tonight because I was thick and heavy involved in that. But last minute, I thought, oh, stuff it, I'll jump in there. And the guys had it covered. So I think I jumped in with about 2 minutes to go and then ran a quali lap and off we went.
Now, the long jump final is still on, mate. So 7 are still showing it. So you'll find out a result soon, I am sure. But yeah, they're just brooming the sandpit at the moment. Now, a couple of things to talk about, and I'm glad that Parry's still here, and I'm glad that Michael Angus is still here, and Kai Hardy as well. Most of the other drivers have shot through, but Paul Wood's here, so we'll get a racer's insight on this as well. And this is from a club perspective. There's a poll doing the rounds at the moment. It's got to do with something we've spoken about on a couple of occasions, Paul Nichols, about, and by the way, don't forget Twin Ring Motegi next week, but I'll get to that in a moment, and if any of the drivers are left, we'll get a comment from them on that as well. I haven't forgotten about that. I normally ask the question, but most of the drivers have done what we call a POQ and got out of here before I even got to that. But Nico, there's been a chat about whether we should have no fast repairs or limited incident points, this, that, or the other. And the first question in the I think it's going to be an annual TGSRCI incorporated annual poll is, do we have fast repairs for the next season? Yep. And an overwhelming majority in the elite split, at least, have said no, let's shelve them.
Yeah. And look, yeah, I mean, it's as I spoke about earlier during the broadcast. The club is not. We're bastions, and we're keepers of the club. But the club is the members' club. So we have our own opinions, but really, in the end, it's about the drivers and what they want. I have my own personal opinion, which I'll share with you. I think the top split should be 0 fast repairs, because if we're going to make this as realistic as possible, let's make it as realistic as possible. I mean, if you have an accident, and we're all going to get caught up in incidents that are not our fault, and that happens in real world as well. As Parry would say, there's going to be incidents where, unfortunately, someone makes a mistake in front of you or behind you and damages your car. That's life, But I think in the end, at the end of the season, the guys that drive cleanly will be up the top.
And this is the other thing too, Nico, and this is probably where it'll become a point of discussion. If we have a situation like this season, next season, where we've got pro splits combined with AM splits, etc., and so forth, and I don't need to go through the rigmarole there. We know Wednesday and Thursday nights are combined splits. That's going to be a point of discussion, because at the end of the day, I don't know if you can manipulate the server to say, well, these drivers can have a fast repair and these guys can't.
Well, one of the things we're going to do, I think Adam's going to probably go to this point as well, is that we're going to have mandatory pre-qualifying if you want to be in an elite split. So if you want to race in an elite split, you have to pre-qualify.
That's not exactly what we're doing.
But okay.
I'm looking at the goal is to not have this situation next season. We're going to try and figure other ways to try and have the splits sorted out before the season starts, and make sure we try and get the right people in the right spots.
Well, to be fair, I mean, this season hasn't disappointed. Having the combined splits, I mean, it's aggrieved some people, and we know that. However, from a broadcast standpoint, we haven't known where to look. It's been terrific. Grant Gill, where do you sit with it, mate?
He's gone to get a refreshment.
He's gone. He's gone to get a shandy. All right. Michael Angus, as someone that has raced in a series where there are 0 fast repairs, you'd be used to this sort of stuff, so bring it on.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. I think, it's definitely improved my skills as a driver, knowing that there's nothing to fall back on. And I think for the guys that really want to be, taking the sim racing seriously and getting involved in battles and putting them on the line, and knowing that if you do make a mistake, you can't quickly hit reset and fix it. For the guys out there chasing the sim experience, it's the only way to do it.
Indeed. Parry Anastakis, as someone that has seen all 3 sides of the universe here, both real world racer, then sim racer and sim race control, I think what Paul said there very early on in the piece about making it as real as an experience as possible, that speaks volumes.
I was the second person to vote yes. after Paul. But look, it's going to change a mindset. It's going to change every driver's mindset. There are no second chances. I think they're going to give more room, racing room, right, and avoid an incident.
And I think
now,
you spoke about we have the net code issue. And I think we spoke about that, saying, well, just give each other, 1 or 2 feet, 3 feet, whatever that is, a metre or so, and there's no net code. I mean, it's not
we do that in real life.
time.
We do it in real life,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
give
that's
yourself
a good
room.
point, Parry, because the great downfall of this kind of racing, sim racing, is that there is no consequence to poor actions or mistakes.
You can't die.
Yeah, and
you don't,
once
and you don't
once
pay
you
for
do,
repairs,
No, but once you do, effectively you're out of the race because of it, then there is a consequence, and so all of a sudden people hopefully will start thinking harder and longer and leaving a bit more room. And exactly as you say, let's hope that works well. If that's what the poll ends up saying, and we go down that path.
And we've got to think also, penalties for incidents. If you do make a mistake and you take someone out, it's got to be a severe penalty. So we've got to think about that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll drive behaviour as well. There are no second chances. Now, people do hundreds of laps of practice.
Yes.
Laps you can in the virtual world. You don't want to spoil it. Turn 1, lap 1.
100%.
That is just unfair for anybody involved with that. So,
because I was discussing that, I think, during the last week or so with the safety license points, and in the period of us having run them, no one's actually exceeded the 10 safety points. 1 or 2 have got close, but in the period of time that's allocated to having them returned to you, no one's actually exceeded it, and there have been a lot of incidents that and repeat transgressors. So it's good to hear your views on that.
I'm getting close on the Indy cars. It's shocking. Those cars are shocking to drive.
I thought I'd just let you boys know that Vanessa just broke the world record in the lead on her one jump to go.
Yeah. I was waiting. I was waiting for an opportunity to jump in there and say exactly the same thing.
New world record.
5 minutes 20. New world record, sitting top of the leaderboard at the moment, looking good in the T53 long jumps. So keep your fingers crossed, Australia. We could have another gold on the way here, and it's been a golden week so far in the Paralympic Games.
And they're getting equal pay now. Scotty came out saying they're getting equal pay for their medals. So that's
what a
brilliant.
huge win that is, absolutely, and justifiably so too. Now, one other thing I'd like to raise here, and I'm going to go back to Parry and Aristarchus on this. The real world experience versus the sim world experience. I mean, if we're going to look at this zero fast repair scenario, I think the next legitimate step, and I don't want to trot on anyone's toes here or preempt what the club might discuss, but I think the next one will be the fast escape, because as you guys know, Michael Angus, Parry and Aristarchus know through another series that we're all tied up in, inadvertently or directly. There is a rule where you're not allowed to fast escape to the pit lane. If you're parked on the racetrack in a dangerous position, you need to ask for a tow and then be subject to that tow and a safety car as a result of that. Where do you sit on that, Parry and Aristarchus? Because I think a lot of people hit the fast escape very quickly in this club in particular, and I'm not saying that as a criticism. I'm just saying that as an observation from the commentary box.
Look, I like it, and I like the manual safety cars. But you've got to think about the effort involved in executing a series like that.
Yes.
Right, so it's a balance. The Gents Club has races every night and multiple races every night. I don't think we can afford to do that. But, it does add to the experience. It's great.
Right, guys, we're going to end the stream there. Thanks for tuning in tonight. P5, not a bad result. We'll take it. So
the club needs to.
we'll be back on the track
Michael
Saturday
Angus,
afternoon.
your thoughts?
Once again, I actually think it's a fantastic inclusion, but I do know that for RSRA, for example, we've got about 4 or 5 guys in race control that, one person's solely looking at pit lane infringements, another one is solely looking at fast restarts, because it would be impossible to do it with 1 or 2 people. So it's a big investment to make it happen. Does it make the racing better? Absolutely. again, you know, to know that in qualifying, even if you need to do a fast restart, you're starting from pit lane. So there's even in the back of the mind when you're trying to set your fastest lap on your quali lap, you know that if you bin it, you're in trouble. So with the gents, the way we have it at the moment, you can sort of bank a good lap and then try and send a Hail Mary, and if you stick it in the fence, it really doesn't matter.
And Michael, how bad does it feel sitting there watching the field go past?
Oh, it's horrendous. It's the worst. Like I think I've missed 4 races at the RSA this season, so I think I've done 6 of the, and 3 of the 6 I've had pit lane drive-throughs for pit lane infringement for not going out of my box properly. So I actually had Parry in the ear last night, 2 nights ago, telling me don't stuff it up.